And we are here once again. Hello, everyone, mga communisans. Mga communisans, we are back for another episode of, as you can see, Kwentong Barber. It is a Wednesday again, 6 p.m. A little bit late, but this episode is truly worth the wait. Last week, we had an extremely talented girl in MNL 48, Abby, of course, coming on the show, sharing about her life and her story. And our next guest is someone who truly has his own story, quite a long one, but one filled with experiences that need to be talked about, that need to be shared. Um, yeah, and that is the very own, our very own Chinito King. I'm claiming it. I don't know if that's his official moniker. I don't think it is, but Kuya Enchong, I know you're backstage. Deserve mo yun. We'll be having Kuya Enchong Dee, our friendly budgetarian, here on the show today. But before that, we want to encourage all of you, lahat mga communicants, to send in all of your questions, mga assumptions, questions, or thoughts for Kuya Enchong. Of course, send your love if you feel like it. We're sending us them virtual gifts, yung Yamashita Gold, mga mana Malacanang. Mana talaga. But of course, guys, every week we say this and we want to keep on saying it because if you are single and ready to mingle, this is the show for you. I'm not talking about Kwentong Barber. I'm talking about mix and match. If you're ready to look for the one, this show is just for you because for all of you single people, this is your chance. You just have to create a 1 minute Kumu clips introducing yourself, telling us why you're single, describe your perfect match, and why you think you're ready for love. Of course, upload it to your Kumu account and don't forget to use the hashtag mix and match, spelled like so. Ayun, very important yun mga kapamilya. But of course, I want to give a shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for all the viewers currently coming on. But wag na natin patagalin pa. We have one of the most talented actors in the industry here with us today. One of the most, I have to say this, energetic performers on ASAP natin to. I call him Mr. Consistent because every week he's there. And he's also one of the most humblest people that I know in the industry. He's a kuya to all. He's the Chinito King. Everyone, please welcome Kuya Enchong Dee! Chinito
Hi
King, okay lang sa'yo?
everyone, how are you, Edward? That was such a very generous introduction. Thank you very much. Sabi ko nga
Of
sa'yo, I'm
course.
so proud that you're doing this. I'm happy that you're doing this. Keep it up, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Of course, Kuya Enchong. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're close enough that I can tell you the truth. The reason why I gave you such a nice intro is because I'm hoping for some milk tea or pa-deliver naman ng milk tea or something.
May
Kasi si
kapalit
Kuya
pala.
Enchong is one of the most generous people that I know as well, with his wisdom, with his stories, and one of the most easiest people to talk to. So Kuya Enchong, of course, you already said hello to everyone, but I want to know, kasi ang daming adjustments and lahat ng artists, they've experienced this already, adjustments within the industry. Um, pero for you, Kuya Enchong, how do you feel? How do you feel about yung current state ng industry ngayon? Daming nagbago dahil sa pandemya. Kuya Enchong?
Um, medyo is it me or is it your internet, Edward? Pero
I
I
think it
can
might be
hear
you,
you
Kuya
naman. I
Enchong.
can get the question.
Okay.
Pero can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kuya
Okay.
Enchong.
So, the current state, siguro I can say in behalf of all the Kapamilya, all the people involved in Kapamilya Network right now. And I've been telling this to people that I'm so proud of ABS-CBN, not because I'm part of ABS-CBN, but because we did something to better our system during the pandemic. I think you can agree with me when I say na um we're closer to the Hollywood system that we've been dreaming of, which
Yes.
is we kapag may soap ka, you're locked in for 3 weeks or more, and then that's exactly what you're going to do lang. So you're focused there. And then pagbalik mo dito for another 3 weeks, you're going to focus on ASAP. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's an entire week of just focusing on your dances, on your spills, on your everything. So now I'm glad that I'm part of this adjustment that because feeling ko we need to push ourselves to the new normal, which is, taking care of our health, following all the protocols. And with all that following of protocols, parang na-achieve natin yung pangarap natin na we can focus on what we want to focus on for that time only. Kasi dati,
Mm.
pag Monday, nasa taping ka. Tuesday, bigla kang
Oh,
sumasayaw.
segue,
Bigla ka
segue.
nagre-rehearse. 'Di ba? Tapos Wednesday, actor ka na naman. Tapos Thursday, bigla kang may kailangan mix, may kailangan kang guesting, may kailangan kang promo. And then kapag Sunday naman, bigla kang dancer naman. So, minsan it really, affects the performance and all that. But now I'm truly happy and truly proud of ABS-CBN for all the adjustments that they're doing, because they're making it so much easier for all of us.
Pero Kuya Enchong, masasabi mo bang mas matindi ngayon ang process? Because of course, before, there's also even like a safety margin where you can say, "Ay, hindi, galing akong taping eh, sorry ah." Or I just came out of shooting a commercial. So like you have an excuse, so to say, na okay, you're late for your prod or you're late for your blockings or you didn't memorize your dance enough. Do you feel like it's more intense now? I feel like there's a delay in just a little bit with Kuya Enchong.
Yeah. No, no naman. Hindi naman siya, I don't consider it as parang allowance mo to commit mistakes or to be late, ganyan. I think, sabi ko nga, I'm so pumped up. I'm really pumped up to work and, give my all. And sabi ko, and thank you very much for calling me consistent, because that's all I want. That's all I want to do in this business. I don't want to be, king of whatever. I'm just happy that I'm consistently working, and to say that I am working at this very moment, at this very time that
Yeah.
we're experiencing. It's such a privilege and it's such a blessing na masabi ko na I'm busy, that I am working, and it comes with the responsibility also. So now, because we're adjusting to this system, I take out as much as possible the excuses that we're used to using. 'Di ba? Na parang
I
we can
feel
say
you.
that it's traffic, because as much, I mean, wala
Wala.
masyadong traffic, 'di ba?
Mm.
I can say that I'm puyat because now we're working for 12 hours only. Sa soap,
Mhm.
we're only working for 12 hours. That's why I'm so proud. And we're really doing the right things so that we can survive and thrive at this very moment.
Totoo yan. I love that reaction to consistency. I think that's something that not enough people or not many people really focus on. They focus on the bigger rewards, yung mga silver bullet moments, pero yung
Mm.
consistent throughout the years, there's something that they forget. So, speaking on that topic, you have not just been consistent sa ASAP. I mean, in the industry in general, you have been there throughout the years, and that's the biggest award I feel that anyone could have given you based on what you said. Pero for how many years, over a decade now, you've been present. And I don't mean that to make you feel old. I mean to say you, as in,
I,
grabe talaga yung achievement
I'm
na yan.
happy. I'm
Mm-mm.
very happy, and I'm very grateful at the same time. When I started, I was just doing it for fun. I was just doing it so I will have someone to call my friends. And you know, um hindi mo maiwasan but to fall in love with what we do, eh. 'Di ba? I'm sure the reason
Mm.
why you're doing this because you fell in love with hosting. You fell in love with talking to
Totoo.
people. And kilala kita, mahiyain ka, 'di ba, Edward? Pero
Yes.
you really parang nilagpasan mo yung limitations mo na yon. So I'm happy and I'm glad that I'm seeing these people like you guys na doing what you love doing, but at the same time I'm still getting inspired by the people that are older than me. Like for example, makakasama natin sila Tito Gary, sila Kuya
Yes.
P, sila Kuya Echo, sila like all these people that we look up to, we still get something from them. And sabi ko nga, a part of being consistent and a part of being here in the industry is being able to channel that support that I got from from the senior actors and performers. I need to give it back. I need to pay it forward, because the reason why I have this talent and I have this work is because there are people that guided me when I was younger. And now I feel like I have to do it. I have to do the same things for you guys. So And I'm
Paying
happy
it
doing it.
forward.
Yeah.
We love that. I love that. I mean, guys, nakikita niyo na lahat ng mga viewers natin at the moment. This is the true Enchong D. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na on off cam that he's different or on cam he's different. But again, this is someone I've said it before who's always helping other people. Pero Kuya Enchong, 15 years ago, let's bring it back to the start. 15 years ago, what were the main differences between the Enchong we see now and the Enchong that we saw before?
I guess I am more confident now. Because tumagal na rin ako sa industry and to realize that, you can't please everyone and you can't be the idol of everyone. There will always be people that don't like you. And that's a reality. And siguro mas na-embrace ko na yon. And when I was younger, when I was starting, parang sobra akong meticulous with my hair, with the things that I wear, shoes that I buy. Like I'm sure you understand this. I'm sure you're still sometimes on that
Oo,
stage, di
kuya.
ba? And
Mm.
and you try your best to make sure na mamahalin ka ng mga taong to because no, kinukuha mo din dun yung energy mo as an actor, as a performer, which is fine because we will all go through that. Pero now, siguro the biggest difference that I can share with everyone is I am more confident with who I am and what I do and what my capabilities are. That I am very very happy. I'm genuinely happy when I see peers and see people succeed in life. Like my heart is happy and full. Ngayon naiintindihan ko na because syempre kapag bata ka, 'di ba, parang you want to be the
Oo,
best, you want to be number one, you want to have
competition,
this
oo.
award. But you will reach a point wherein you will just be happy that you're doing what you love doing.
Mm.
And we're very blessed to be able to work and do what we love to do.
Totoo. And we can see the passion that burns within you. And dahil dyan, everyone watching, I have a lot of questions that I want to ask, but I know you do as well. So please, please, please keep on sending, keep on typing your questions into Kumu so that we can answer them with Kuya Enchong here. Pero Kuya Enchong, eto na. Ang gusto ko talaga tanungin is going back to those early days. Kasi ako, very recently pa lang yung mga early days ko. Still in the process of it. But I want to know, did you ever experiment? Did you experiment with like singing and dancing? You said you did it like for fun at the beginning. So may mga
Yeah.
times na talagang, bala na, try ko na lang to. Or were you very careful with doing that?
I know I was sort of a little bit of stubborn, like a healthy amount of being stubborn. Because if you notice, lahat ata ginawa ko na sa industry to eh.
Oo.
But it's not really, it's not focus. My objective and my intention wasn't for me to try everything. My intention was to fulfill the dreams that I set for myself. Because number one, I have no talent at all. I started in the business without any knowledge of what I'm
Mhm.
going to do in this business. Hindi ako marunong sumayaw, hindi ako marunong umarte, kumanta, mag-host, like name it, I don't know how to do it. Pero dahil unti-unti ko siyang minahal, unti-unti akong na-fall in love doon sa ginagawa natin, parang you just want to try everything. Di ba?
Mm.
Siyempre, nagsimula ka rin. Let's just say, for example, focus on being an actor. Sa simula, siyempre, papasok ka dun sa pa-cute-cute, Tina Bopper, simple stuff, simple roles, and then papasok ka sa isang love team. And I think you guys are somehow still there in that stage na talagang the fans will embrace you, the fans will support you all throughout because these are two individuals na pinagsama and they look good together, they're cute together, it's fun. But you will reach a certain point wherein, okay, you know what, I'm ready to try different roles, different characters. I want to push my limits as an actor. That's why recently, kung napapansin nyo, bigla meron akong roles na parang escort, meron akong roles na naguhubad ako, meron akong roles na etong susunod na soap namin, I'm a young priest. Because it gives me that excitement to try different types of roles because you can't keep on doing the same stuff. And the same
Yeah.
same thing with singing, same thing with the reason why I did my albums. because pangarap ko lang siya. I was dreaming it when I was younger. So kung walang magtitiwala sa akin, it's fine. I'm gonna make a wall, I make a door to open that opportunity for me. If I have the means to do it, then I will do it. Kung kaya kong tuparin yung sarili kong pangarap, gagawan ko ng paraan. And that's something that I wish we could, make it a common practice. That kung wala mang
Mm.
opportunity na dumating, make that opportunity, di ba?
My gosh, I think we could use a lot of that here in the Philippines, Kuya Enchong. Hindi lang sa industriya, maraming iba't ibang industries that we would, if we could have that drive, this country would be in a better place, I could say. Even better place. Pero Kuya Enchong, going back to that, that stubbornness that you had, I'm really interested. Did you ever get reprimanded by like we all love our Star Magic family, but sometimes they have to give us yung real talk.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you
yeah.
have, or specifically with Mr. M? Let's bring it to Mr. M. Did you ever have a real talk with Mr. M?
Oh yeah, definitely. Mr. M is someone na tatay nating lahat. We can approach him about anything, everything under the sun, and he will always be there to support. He will never make you feel that you're alone. That's the best thing
Totoo.
about Mr. M. Um, I got reprimanded with I I don't think it's a reprimanding situation, but it's more of like a continuous paalaala because I
Mm.
am I am very, what do you call this? Sometimes when I think about something, automatic nagma-manifest siya sa salita ko. And
Okay.
sometimes nagma-manifest din siya sa social media. So if there are things na
Mm.
naaalala ko that I will be reminded of, I think that's more of the term, reminded of rather than reprimanded. It's the never to answer back with
Mm.
anything that I put out on social media, which is something that I do personally. Like, if you notice, I will put out a statement there, but I will never reply back because, in my
Right.
opinion, this is my stance. These are my stance. This is my position. This is my beliefs. These are my values, and I respect that you have that. But at the moment, I just care about mine.
Right. Which is totoo kasi ang hindi napapansin ng mga tao or hindi naiintindihan ng marami is everyone that you see on screen, surprise, is a human. Tao rin. Tao rin sila. They all have their own opinions. And honestly, I do look up to you in that regard, Kuya Enchong, that you do share your thoughts kasi ang daming iba't ibang artists. And I'll admit, even myself sometimes, na natatakot um, i-share yung mga feelings nila. So, um, I love that topic. I want to get back to that in just a bit, but we want to thank everyone who's been sending lahat ng mga virtual gifts. Thank you so much to give a short shout out to everyone. We have Hey Beds, Chiming Chippy, Hong Kong Solo Flyers, ang dami. Ella143, I'm Rain Luis, Mayward, Sweet Angel, MW 2016, Jonas Smith 3, Zita Lopez, and Genevieve and Bamamama at Santos and Marate Impron _MV. There's so many Kuya Enchong. We have already so many diamonds because they love you so much. Pero going back, actually we're at already after only 20 minutes, 800,000 diamonds. So, ang dami talagang
Edward,
nagmamahal.
baka naman,
Ah,
ibagsak mo rin naman sa akin yung mga ibang diamonds dyan. De, joke lang.
as, I will share it, Kuya, pero you send me the milk tea first. Sige, Kuya. Pero I love that topic you were talking about just a while ago. Wag ka na lang sumagot sa mga bashing or yung negative tweets or posts or yung mga ganyan. So for you, I mean, I've personally been in the industry for like closing in on 5 years. You've been there for longer. So I'm sure na maraming mga bad moments or bad days at work or stuff like that. So how did you deal with those bad moments? For example, to cause like to build a scene, you had a bad day at on the set. Siguro hindi ka nakaiyak or you didn't deliver what you wanted to or the director wasn't happy with you. Did you experience those things and how did you handle it?
Oh, a million times, definitely. I think one of the ingredients, the reason why I'm still here after 15 years. I'm proud to say after 15 years.
Mm.
is because I'm not afraid to commit mistakes. I'm not afraid to fail. You know, when I think the one of the things na naalala ko that really brought me down was during the time when nung may kay Kim, yung partnership namin sa dance, tapos nabagsak ko siya. I think
Mm.
people were laughing at me, people were like scrutinizing me and just making fun of me. Um, iniisip ko kung ipapasok ko siya lahat sa sistema ko, kung ipapasok ko siya sa lahat sa puso ko, I don't think I'll be able to achieve more dreams kung I will just
Right.
dwell on that specific moment. So now, ang ginawa ko, you know what? I'm gonna turn this into my strength. So I always tell people, kahit gaano kaganda yung prod ninyo sa ASAP, kahit gaano pa kagaling yung mga nagpe-perform sa ASAP, kaming dalawa pa rin ni Kim ang most watched prod number sa ASAP. And
Totoo, totoo, kuya. Till today, that's
till
so
the
true.
day.
And
And for what it's worth, people will always remember that. But now I'm gonna use it as a strength. And that's why I'm really proud of Kim also, because we're contemporaries eh. I'm so
mm,
proud of Kim because nung time na nangyari yung bawal lumabas, she really flipped it around and she
totoo.
used it as a strength. And I was really applauding her while I'm quarantining at home. Di ba? Lahat tayo nasa bahay. I was really applauding at her. Kasi, sabi ko, that's the best step that she did. Na parang, okay, hindi ako magpapatalo sa inyo. Hindi ko hahayaan na itumba nyo ako because I'm going to use this as my strength. After that, nakapag-donate siya with all the merchandise. Nakagawa
Mm.
siya ng I Want original series out of that. And you know that's the thing that we need to remind ourselves. Failure is part of the success. So never be afraid of failure and embrace failure.
That's an expert tip. Pero honestly, we hear it a lot, pero ang hirap talaga i-incorporate.
Oh yes,
For me
yes.
personally, I hate failure. Talagang ayaw ko talaga ng mga ganyan moments na pag-uwi mo, gusto mo lang umiyak. Parang,
But
ang bigat.
but also, Edward, go for the healthy failure. The kind of
Mm.
failures that you will pick up yourself afterwards. Kasi merong mga failure na talagang, ayoko na, hindi ko na kaya. Diba?
Wait, kuya, have you ever experienced, and this is just from an acting perspective, have you ever experienced a moment on set na parang hindi mo na ilabas yung emotion na kailangan for that scene? For a crying scene, for example, or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. May mga times na ganun kasi minsan kahit gaano kakagaling na aktor, meron kang days na talagang hindi talaga kumakapit yung emotions or yung character simply because you're going through something or 'di ba? Iba-iba naman tayo eh. What I do is if alam ko na hindi, especially now that I have the right to say like, yo, another one.
Oh.
'Di ba? Para I won't allow it to just pass. Parang, huh? No, 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 another one. Give me
Mm,
another one, Direk. Allow me to give my best. Because for all we know, this could be the last time we're going to do this. So
mm.
always give your best. Always take that shot.
Pero sa mga and just sorry to go back and forth, pero to that special certain prod with, of course, and I love it now because she's the queen of the dance floor. As in,
Oh
yun talaga
yeah.
ang moniker niya sa ASAP with Ate Kim herself. During that moment, um, on stage, na of course she fell. What was going through your head? Because it's never truly like a bala na moment or like it's not that important. So what was going through your head at that moment and the few minutes after the prod?
Um, Shame, humiliation. Um, you just feel na parang that's the end of your ASAP career or your ASAP being part of ASAP, because ASAP is such a high standard variety show. Hindi tayo pwede pumunta doon na basta-basta lang, kahit hindi ka marunong sumayaw, ipakita mo na ginagalingan mo. Yun naman yung
Mm.
importante. And people will always see it. Hindi naman ang tao, hindi naman sila ganun ka um ka-hard sa atin mga artist. So they will always give us chance and opportunity. But make sure that you will na parang hindi ko i-allow na mangyari to ulit. Gagalingan ko pa
Mhm.
rin siya sa susunod. So I still remember the time na nangyari yun. Pag uwi ko ng bahay, I was just really down. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to go out of my room. And at the same time, these are the things na hindi nakikita ng tao, di ba? And they were just
Mm.
like laughing at it, sharing the video, di ba? But, yun nga, kinuha ko lahat yun. Hindi siya nangyari overnight, ha? Talagang unti-unti
Mm.
kong
Process.
binuhat yung sarili ko. It's a process. And I'm just glad that umabot ako dun sa point na, I can laugh about it now. But during that time, it was the worst thing in the planet, di ba?
Of course. Pero I know if I know the ASAP, well, the now ASAP natin to, pero yung ASAP family well, um all those loving people there, I'm sure that someone reached out. Am I correct? Did anyone else, one of the more veteran artists reach out, or some of yung mga producer, did they say, "Oh, hey, we have those days," or was it just like let's forget about it and focus on the next week moment for them?
That's the thing. I don't remember anyone coming up to me and saying, "Hey, it's okay. It's fine."
Mm.
And it will happen even in real life, even in any field of career. It will happen. Darating at darating yung point na parang akala mo ikaw lang nag-iisa, ikaw lang yung wala kang kakampi, 'di ba? Meron tayong ganong
Mm.
moments eh. Pero I think naalala ko are my fans. They were the one who never turned their backs at me. And they were the
Mm.
people na inaangat yung moral mo, yung sarili mo because they know that you're down. And that's the beauty of
Mm.
having supporters, of having fans. To the point, now my fans, I consider them as my long distance friends.
Right.
Now, I really consider them as friends because
Do you have some friends that or fans that you've known for all the whole 15 years?
yeah, and we can
Oh,
all agree
wow.
that our both of us, it's our longest relationship to date. Like alam namin lahat. Sabi nga namin we're celebrating 12 years, 11 years,
Oh, wow.
and it's something na hindi mo maalis even though lahat sila may trabaho na, meron na silang kanya-kanyang family, and they're still there. Kapag may sinabi ka sa kanila na I need your help, 100% they're always there. That's
Mm.
why meron din akong time, siguro short lang, sorry for being talkative,
Go lang,
but
of course.
there was a point in my career wherein I got so tired and jaded of taking photos. I hope you don't reach that point, pero let's be honest, tao lang tayo, napapagod tayo. So there was a time wherein I
Yeah.
will truly evade or hide as much as possible from taking photos. But I realized that a simple photo can change someone's life, someone's day. And doon
True.
nagbago yung pananaw ko na, you know what? If someone will ask me for an autograph or a photo or a video greeting, if kaya ko, if I have the time, I will do it. And
Mm.
I'm happy because nakikita mo yung reaction kaagad ng tao because they're happy also. 'Di ba? For you, this is probably the millionth time that nagpa-photo ka or nagpa-picture ka ng video or whatever. But for them, this is the first time. So always
Mm.
always find that opportunity to make other people smile.
Wow. Honestly, I think Kuya Enchong, dumating na ako sa point na yan, I think like a year ago, couple of years ago. Um, and you hear it all the time in different platforms, but having that feeling, that thought na you're not alone, you're not alone in that feeling, it's good to hear as well. Pero you're right. It's great that and I think for any other artist that might be or hearing this, or even yung when you go to that Christmas celebration, tas gusto magpa-picture yung auntie mo. Yung na hindi nagpakita ng 2 years pero gusto bigla magpa-picture. Those are the times where you can really just change their day with a smile. So I guess it's an inward change, no, Kuya Enchong.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
It's a
love that as
maturity
well.
also.
Mm-mm. Grabe, so much wisdom coming from Enchong D over here. Pero ang daming mga iba't ibang artists or celebrities na nagsasabi na parang to be part of this industry, there are a couple of things. You have to be consistent, you have to keep on growing, but at the end of the day, you can't control it. Like, you can't control anything. Parang dadating ka rin sa point na walang security. Like, of course, if the fans suddenly find someone else to look for, or the boss doesn't like you anymore, or you failed in one project, walang security. So, may turning point ba, Kuya Enchong, where you realize na parang wala na akong, maybe there's not so much security in this. I have to become a friendly budgetarian.
Mm. Definitely, there is, kasi sa akin, Edward, hindi siya nangyari na parang, okay, humihina na yung projects, hindi na dumadating yung projects. Hindi siya sa akin, hindi ko siya tiningnan na ganun. It's more of, I know I don't want to stay in this business consistently for that long, for that very long. I also give myself a time wherein, okay, sa ngayon, you're seeing me left and right doing all this stuff, but I'm very clear to this na darating ako dun sa point na I need to, prioritize my personal life. I need
Right.
to, I want to see the world. I want to experience the world. And for that to happen, I need to save enough money and be able to, what do you call this? Kung ano man yung lifestyle na meron ako ngayon, which is not very high. You know me,
Mm-hmm.
kilala mo ko, I'm very practical. I just need to sustain the kind of lifestyle that I have, which I think is doable and attainable. So sabi ko, ngayon gagawin ko lahat ng trabaho ko, but at the same time, I know that I want to take a break, take it slow. One movie a year is good enough for me, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about that. And I'm looking forward to that. That's why yung pagiging friendly budgetarian is a process and at the same time a passion.
Wow. Now I'm thinking about my spending habits, Kuya Enchong.
I
Parang I'm
would
really
love to help
analyzing
you
myself.
anytime. You can talk to me anytime.
Go. Okay, let's talk about this a little afterwards. Of course, wag natin pag-usapan sa live. But honestly, like, you realize that at such a young age, um, was there a moment, or did someone talk to you about it, or you had that realization, but was it just yourself?
Oh no, I am very business minded at an early age. I lift this up to my parents, to my mom specifically because at an early age, wala kasi kaming hiya when it comes to talking about money wherever. Because kung papansinin mo, I think the reason why I started being a friendly budgetarian is because sa Pilipinas, it's not a conversation. We don't like
Oh,
talking
taboo.
about money kapag nasa harapan ng pagkain, kapag may salo-salo, we don't like talking about money. But at the same time, it's weird because money is so important. Money
Mm-hmm.
is part of our everyday life. You don't have to be a prisoner of money. You don't have to be a slave of money. Having a healthy relationship with money is doable and possible. All you have to do is be mindful. You just have to have that constant reminder to yourself that money can be gone as quick as you earn it. So you need to respect it as much as you respect the environment, as much as you respect your clothes, your fashion, your work, 'di ba? It's all part of that. So, yun. And I think nandun lang ako sa point na yun na hindi ko talaga siya inaaral. Hindi ko siya sinimulang inaaral. Of course, now I'm studying more about it. I'm doing more research about it, how I can earn more money. But at the same time, it's very innate to me because at a younger age, hindi siya taboo conversation between me and my parents or the family.
Which is a culture here in the Philippines na,
Yeah.
like you've mentioned it already, and I'm sure there are some viewers at the moment feeling uncomfortable. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
because of course it's your money, you've earned it, you have to take care of it. I know there's also a culture here in the Philippines na, like, you have to parang pay back your parents.
Yeah.
And we should give honor to our parents. Pero on that thought, Kuya Enchong, parang isn't there such a point where you have to start living for yourself and not for your family?
Oh yeah. I think unpopular opinion. I'm just gonna say this, and you can
Mm,
quote me or whatever. But as kids, as children, we don't have a responsible to our parents.
mm,
But at the same time, culturally, it is very nice. It is very kind for Filipino kids, Filipino children to look after their parents. Kumbaga, I am 100% for that. And at the same time, I am doing that as well. Pero, kung ikaw mismo nagsisimula ka pa lang sa trabaho, nagsisimula ka pa lang kumita ng pera, and all of a sudden, meron kang pinapaaral na kapatid, meron kang kailangan supplyan ng ganito sa magulang, it's not your responsibility. And I think that is the reason why we need to start talking about money at an early age. Because hindi natin nakikita you have to put a responsibility and roles towards money. And that's the thing that we forget. And as simple as putting a responsibility towards money, nagiging klaro sa'yo kung para saan mo gagamitin yung pera na yun.
mm. Responsibility, siguro yun ang keyword for today. But of course, we just, as a disclaimer to everyone watching, we're not saying that don't support your parents. Of course, we have, like, they've done
Exactly.
so much for us. Pay them back with love, with care, and maybe even with money. But at one point, what we're saying is you have to live for yourself. You have your own family as well. Pero
Yes.
Kuya Enchong, you've done so much. You've even established your own sort of empire, your own very own empire through multiple different business platforms. So I don't want to ask this, but I would love to ask it. Are you planning to settle down soon? Because by settle down, as I mean with your own family. Um, I know that might mean we don't see you as much in ASAP anymore. But is that nearing? Is that time nearing us?
So I gave myself a deadline. Not naman a deadline, but um yung sinasabi ko sa'yo na I want to explore the world. Of course, you want to explore the world with someone, with your special
Right.
someone, di ba? I'm giving myself until the end of my 35 years old, you know. And I also told myself na hindi sa pagmamayabang, but I have this goal of being like a billionaire by 35. So if I can attain that, then then let's do it, and then let's explore the world. Let's start a family, because I know
Mm-hmm.
kahit tumigil ako sa pagtatrabaho, I can support and I can continuously help the people that I would love to help, like rural communities and all that, without
Mm-hmm.
focusing my time entirely from working. And I think it's very clear to me, that mission is very clear to me kung bakit, let's set aside love life and focus on how you can grow your wealth and take care of your health at the same time.
Have you ever had to? Oh, this is again. If your answer as much as you're comfortable with, Kuya Enchong, but very few people that I know have that mission, are that mission oriented. They have that drive, but maybe not as much as you. Have you ever turned down love for work or for that mission?
I don't want to be too deep, but it happened in such a way that you have to choose between having a girlfriend or focusing on your work, because
Mm.
that girl is not your love team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It I experienced that. It happened to me when I was younger, but here's the funny thing. I chose work. So at an early age, klaro na sa akin what I want, what I need. So whatever you're seeing right now is just being consistent of that target,
Right.
if you notice. Yeah.
Were there ever any regrets on that decision
Oh no, no, no,
until
no, not
now?
at all. Not at all, because I became very good friends with this girl.
Oh wow, parang
And I'm
curious na
happy.
ako. Sino to? Wait,
Wag
okay,
na
you
natin
don't have to say,
pangalanan.
but yeah, of course, but after the live, parang gusto ko malaman. But
Yeah.
I respect that decision. Um, that is a huge impossible decision to make. Pero you've been very open about so many different things, about money, about your career, about the future. Um, with that openness, but when you open that door, it can lead to bashing. It can lead to, of course, you've said it, people disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
So, have you ever had that fear, na, especially when you're starting, that openness might have an impact on your career? Siguro yung mga endorsements din or projects, anything like that?
I thought about this, especially during the height of ABS-CBN shutdown.
Mm.
And I was ready. I was really like, because I was hurt, I was emotional, I was really finding a way how I can be of service, even though I'm seeing injustice. Um, there was a time wherein I thought, if I send this tweet,
Mm.
all of my endorsements will back out. And that happens. Let's be honest.
Oh,
We've
wow.
heard endorsements backing down from artists because they don't like the public uh, perception towards this artist.
Mm.
I took the risk and nagulat ako because hindi sila nawala, nadagdagan pa. So, dun mo malalaman na, okay, my values, my beliefs are justified and are supported. And it gives you that courage. It adds to your courage na, okay, I need to be respectful, I need to be factual and authentic as much as possible with what you put out on social media. And I think that's also the reason why I talk like this now, because all of a sudden I have this immense confidence that, you know what, whatever I say, I'm not scared that 20 years from now I will be so ashamed with what I'm saying, because I know that what I am saying is true and and is supporting justice.
Wow.
So
How
nandun
do
lang
you
ako.
know? How do you know, Kuya Enchong, if it's right what you're tweeting? Because I've also had those moments. I've talked to many other artists. They have those moments na punong-puno ng emosyon. They believe in this so much. It can even, the topic can bound on politics, on social injustice, on a certain situation on social media. How do you know if it's the right thing to do? Do you consult other people about it, or it's just you?
We all know for a fact na kung ano yung sinasabi natin, alam natin kung tama o mali yung sinasabi natin, because we are rational beings. Human beings are rational beings. We are born to know what is right and what is wrong. When you go to bed, for that day, kung whatever time ka nag-tweet, whatever time ka nag-put out ng whatever sa social media, pag natapos yung araw mo at natulog ka ng mahimbing, alam mong wala kang sinasagasaang ibang tao.
Mm.
That is the time na alam mo tama yung ginagawa mo. And hindi ka sa you're not trying to be all knowing, you're not trying
Mm-mm. Of course,
to
you're
be
not God.
this,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? But you know for a fact that um magaan sa puso mo. Yun, magaan yung
Mm-mm.
puso mo and you're going through your day na alam mo wala kang tinatapakang tao, wala kang sinaktan, wala kang winish na masama for a group of people. Even I now, kahit with whatever I'm saying towards the administration, I don't feel hate. Hate is such a
Mm-mm.
strong word to carry to sa puso mo.
Mm-mm.
Pero you can't help but be frustrated. You can't help but be sad, and you can't help but be tired. And you know that there's a way for this to be better. And we're still hoping. That's the biggest thing. There's still hope na, malalagpasan natin tong lahat na to. And you're just happy. I'm happy that, I'm part of the people that oppose injustice. And this is true. I was listening to this podcast. You can check out Soul ano yun? Super Soul Sunday sa kay Oprah
Okay.
sa Spotify. You can check it sa podcast. It was one of the conversations with Maya Angelou, which one of the people that I truly admire. You can check it out, brother.
We'll do after
Um,
this.
Sabi niya, always be on the side of justice. Always oppose injustice in any form. May it be at work, may it be in sports, may it be in politics, may it be in environment, anything. Even yourself. If you're feeling that you're not giving justice to yourself by being second rate, by being not your best,
Mm.
always oppose that. Always go for the best. Always go for the good.
Grabe. I mean, honestly, some of the comments that we're getting at the moment is like, ang dami nakaka-appreciate sa episode na to, Kuya Enchong, because they're getting so much wisdom from you. Of course, iba din yung wisdom na wisdom lang, but special yung wisdom na galing sa puso and galing sa mga experiences. And that's what we really see from you, Kuya Enchong. And there's so many people supporting. We have like 2,000 viewers at the moment, 1.5 million diamonds. Of course, we have three very special people watching. We have RJ De La Fuente, Jeremy Glinoga as well, one of the people we love seeing on ASAP. And pwede ko sabihin, no? Ang dating boss ko na si Ate Ai de la Cruz. I love you, Ate Ai from Mix. But to give a short shout out to everyone on Kumui from Chiming Chippy, Chanio One, Marate Aimpron, EJB Legends member Mayward or MW 2016, Zita Lopez, Hong Kong Solo Flyers, Ad Santos. Ang dami, guys. I just want to go through them because they're giving so much. Verna Taguines, Hey Beds, Gene 1310, Ziskin, Love, Sarang Hey Mayward as well. Katie Tracy, I'm Rain Luis, and then so many more. I don't want to take up too much time because there are so many that are giving. I'll give them at the end as well. Pero, Kuya Enchong, one of the things that I was really itching to ask you, eto na, and I wanted to save it for the end of this episode because
We're at
you've
the end
had a lot of.
already?
Well, usually it's around an hour, pero if you want
Okay,
to go
okay.
more, we can. Pero
Of
eto,
course.
parang you've been in so many different projects, you've had so many different experiences, and we can see the wisdom that you've grown from that. Pero the topic is about love teams. You've been in multiple love teams, um, and those experiences, I'm sure, have helped you become the actor that you are now. So, have you ever been in a love team? And of course, you don't need to name names, but especially in the earlier days where it was just awkward and anything like that. But you had to set boundaries because sometimes the lines can blur.
Ah, love teams. I had a very good experience with my love teams simply because without adding the awkward love or the awkward admiration towards whoever, always remember. I don't know if you're asking this so that you can use it on your personal
Oh no, for me, I
work.
actually wanted to say a disclaimer. All of the questions I'm asking is not to do about me. Ha? Kailangan ko lang
Okay,
sabihin
okay.
kasi a lot of people might twist my words or twist my questions after this. But I'm asking purely because
In general.
konti lang yung mga tao na masasabi kong honest about this topic. And I know that you've gone through it all. So,
Yeah.
yun po.
I the thing is, I love taking care of my leading ladies. It's something that siguro yun yung strength ko also as a lead as it's weird to be saying this, but I'm a leading man. But it's
Yeah.
something that I always remind myself, always be a good leading man because alisin mo yung leading, you're the man. So
Mm,
always be clear of what is the meaning of being a man to you. So when you're a man, hindi ka naman mambabastos ng babae. Hindi ka you will use proper words every time you have a conversation with a lady, with your partner. So yung ano lang, always find your boundaries, your limitations because kahit gaano kayo ka-close, kahit kahit gumagawa na kayo ng kissing scene or bed scene sa isang project, always remember that she is a lady and this is work. I think awkwardness only comes when you don't know how to respect women. I don't know. This is just me. I could
Mm.
be wrong. I could be wrong. Pero we should always give high regards and high respect towards the ladies because imaginein mo na lang you're working with your mom and how do you want your mom to be treated?
Very
Always
true.
that. Always that.
And if you can't respect your mom, how can you respect another woman? So yung mga sinasabi na mama's boy, okay, go lang kayo because it's how we're gonna
Yeah,
treat our
mama's
women.
boy in the
Totoo.
house, dude. Like,
Mama's
oh,
boy over
bastier.
here. Okay, kayo
But
ng jacket ako, kuya. But I'm truly curious because you have a great working relationship with Ate Erich. Like
yes.
one of the best that I've ever seen throughout the years. So you've had kissing scenes as well. And how is it truly? Because I've never been able to grasp the concept that you can have a kissing scene, tapos after that, friends lang kayo or co-workers lang kayo. For me, I can't grasp that. Maybe it's my maturity. But how did you do that with your very first kissing scene? How did you walk away from that knowing that you're just co-workers?
Sometimes I hate that I'm being too honest. But okay, how do I put this? Of course, kahit baliktarin mo yung mundo, you're still a guy and you still have this feelings and urges, 'di ba? And it's part to have weird feelings, weird what do you call this, understanding towards each other. You can't help it. You're
Mm.
human. We're loving human beings. I think it all goes down to I have a very good communication skills. So I use that.
Okay.
So I communicate with them properly. Like sometimes kahit gaano siya ka-realistic, my process, okay, this I'm going to use this for this answer I'm going to use the actor side of me.
Okay.
I have a different process every time I perform, every time I act, and that process consists of removing 80%
Mm.
and
Okay, we're having a few
so
technical difficulties at the moment with Kuya Enchong, but I think he said removing
the
80%
land
of himself when it comes to the projects.
yes.
Pero Kuya
Am I
Enchong,
back?
we're having a
Am
little bit of a hard time getting you again.
I
So if you can hear me, maybe exit the studio and enter again so we
Yeah, I
can
can
have you
hear you.
afresh.
Okay.
Ayun, Kuya Enchong, you're back. Ayun. So, in the meantime, guys, yan, sakto yung timing. Pwede ko tapusin yung mga shout-outs from all the people who have been giving their virtual gifts. We have Kitty Tracy. I'm Rain Luis. USSEJBs underscore official. Wow, 200 halo-halo. Thank you so much to AJV Legends official and Mai for the Miss Kun Universe. There's so many people watching. And I'm truly loving. At the moment, we're at 2.3 thousand viewers and 1.6 million diamonds. Grabe yun. But I think we have the Chinito King, Mr. Consistent, back with us. But as I was saying, so many things, so much wisdom that we've gained from Kuya Enchong so far. But as we wait for all of them, we want to continue to encourage all of you guys on sending your thoughts, not just sending those virtual gifts, but sending the comments. How do you feel about all of this? And with that being said, Kuya Enchong, can you hear me? Feeling ko masyadong matindi yung conversation natin about love team. Sumuko yung, yung wifi
Yeah,
niya.
am I here already? Can
Pero
everyone
once
see me?
uh, can you hear us, Kuya Enchong? We
Am
can
I
see
here?
you.
Am I here? Yeah. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. All right. We're back. So you were saying, Kuya Enchang,
Yeah.
about the love teams and removing 80% of yourself.
So, because my process as an actor is I always leave a little bit of who I am to that character so that I can still put a personal touch towards that character, and then explore that character's nuances, the pananalita and pananamit and all that stuff. So meron pa rin. So yung sa tanong na about sa love team, um you always detach. Learn how to detach. As simple as that. And then communicate. So yun. So sabi
Wow.
mo hindi naman ikaw to, di ba?
Oo, hindi ako to, hindi ako to.
So there.
Pero Kuya Enchong, you're freezing from time to time. So we see that, we currently see that pearly white smile of yours, but sometimes I'm not sure if you're with us. So I just want to check one more time. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Kuya Enchong, eto yung pinakamagandang part ng interview. Eto yung
Yeah, can hear you clearly.
hinihintay ko. Okay. You're
Wait.
freezing from time to time, Kuya Enchong. All right.
Okay, am I back? Can you see me?
Yes, you're still freezing from moment to moment. Medyo choppy, but we can still hear you. Um, Maybe just to, in order to get the best quality out of today's life, could you exit and enter the studio one more time, which would give me a little bit more time to shout out all the people on the Kumu. All right, so we want to say a big shout out to Zita Lopez, to Karen K15, to Daisy, Daisy Fabroa Fugiyama. What a lovely name you have. To USSEJB's underscore official. To Sarang Hey Mayward, Hey Beds, EJB Legends, of course, Mayward Japan. I know a lot of people are watching. Thank you so much for all of your diamonds, for all of your support. And in just a bit, I think I want to name this question. I'm actually taking it from someone that I really do love watching on YouTube. I'm gonna call it isang mabilis or isang real quick. Yan, Manjin, shoutout kay Manjin. Pero in just a bit, we have a bunch of questions from for Kuya Enchong, um, about different things, mga assumptions about him that you guys sent on Instagram. So we'll be asking Kuya Enchong if these things are true, if he is aware of these things in his own personality, or he does not agree with them. Siya na lang bahala kung gusto niya mag-explain. Pero as I say that, we have 2.4 thousand viewers as well as 1.7 million diamonds. Masasabi kong isa to. Alam ko 4 episodes pa lang tayo dito sa Kwentong Barber. Pero this is one of my favorite because despite popular belief, syempre nakakatrabaho ko si Kuya Enchong, lagi sa ASAP natin to, minsan sa mga Christmas special. I haven't been able to work with him sa isang acting project yet. However, minsan-minsan lang yung mga conversations na ganito kalalim. We don't have that time. We don't have that space for, kasi isipin nyo ng mabuti. Nandun kami sa ASAP studio. Usually, meron kang maximum 20 minutes na you're waiting for your prod kasi lahat naman tayo may call time. So it's great to have this conversation as well. And I think we're just moments away from getting Kuya Enchong back into the studio. Sana guys, dasal tayo para sa wifi ni Kuya Enchong.
Am I
Feeling ko
here?
kailangan
Can
ng
you hear me?
We can hear you, Kuya Enchong.
Yay!
We cannot see you as of the
Okay,
moment.
I'm back. Oh,
Okay, we can just see a black screen pero boses mo pa lang, happy na kami.
okay.
So if you can turn your camera on in just a bit. Pero, okay. Just double checking. Because I want to make sure before we ask these next few questions na everything is all right, everything is ready. But also, as I was saying, again, to all of our Komunisens, lahat ng mga viewers natin, it's truly a special time to get to talk about these things. Kaya yung interview with Abby, na-appreciate ko last week kasi nakilala natin siya na mas malalim. Si Miss Regine, I never thought I'd have a conversation with Miss Regine like that. Pero with Kuya Enchong, honestly, in the 4.25 years that I've been in this industry, I haven't been able to talk to Kuya Enchong like this. Kaya marami pa akong tatanungin. We might even extend just a couple more minutes as we wait for Kuya Enchong on how to finish. Pero Ate Felice, I think you're here. Ate Felice is one of the most amazing people we have on our team. Ayun, we can wait. That can wait. My thought can wait. Kuya Enchong, can you hear me? You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. All
Okay,
right, cool.
you're back. Awesome, awesome. So I'll finish that thought at the end of our episode, guys. Pero yun, Kuya Enchong, going back to you, I have to truly ask this question. Has there ever been a time na hindi naman kailangan love team because it might be narrowing the pool to a very specific group of people. Pero siguro leading lady sa isang project or movie at one time. Have you ever had a woman or a coworker tell you that they have feelings for you because of work or hindi na maintain yung boundaries na yan? Parang meron.
Indirectly, I feel like it's
Oh,
still
wow.
Filipina culture not to, be the first one to make the first move. But I'm
Mm.
fine if ever. Yeah, during that time, I know naman, syempre, hindi naman sa kakapalan ng mukha, pero meron.
Okay. Of course, you don't have to tell us who this is, but can you let us
Yeah.
know how the conversation went? Na parang, kasi frustrating talaga yung mga babae. Minsan insensitive yung mga guys. We have to admit it. We're not the best at understanding these signals. Pero clearly you knew. How did that conversation go?
uh, Siguro more than the conversation, it's the action that is more important afterwards. After finding that someone likes you, di ba? Um, with me kasi, what I do is I still use my communication skills. Like,
Mm.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with them that, you know what, I do like you also, but I'm not in the stage we're in. It's my priority. It's not something that I will um put on my first list because okay, we
Mm.
can be together. We can be together if you want. But trust me, you will I'm making it clear to you right now. Ayoko maging paasa na you will be my priority. So how will that how will you meet halfway kung yung babae gustong-gusto ka pero ikaw naman, you're not, parang third priority mo siya, hindi kayo magtutugma. So it will be useless to be in a relationship if you're not in the same level or same page as that person. So I think again, communication. I think 'di ba kaya nga nauso yung mga term na paasa
Mm.
or yung mga
Pa-fall.
ghosting,
Oo.
yung mga pa-fall, ghosting is because you're not communicating properly to that person involved, 'di ba?
Okay. Let's flip the script, Kuya Enchong, because of course we
Okay.
all know women can make the first move as well.
Yeah.
100%. Some cultures say it's not possible. We say of course they can. Pero ikaw, Kuya Enchong, have you ever worked with someone that you have liked and you've had a crush on? Tas medyo naging complicated ang relationship. Did you have to communicate with them on that level as well?
Ay, tameme rin, syempre. Hindi na, 'di ba? Kahit gaano kagaling ka mag-communication skills, kapag nandyan yung crush mo, talagang wala ka nang masabi. Talagang naiiwan na lahat sa bulsa mo yung mga baon mong topic. Pero hindi, it's the truth eh. It's the reality, 'di ba? Kapag I mean, okay, hindi siya love story, pero I got to work with Ann Curtis.
Okay.
Talagang kahit gaano mo siya ka-crush, ayaw mo siyang kasama sa dressing room. 'Di ba yung kasi ikaw yung magiging awkward, ikaw yung hindi
Oo.
makapagsalita and weird. And then it happened also with but it's a different subject because crush ko rin, like for example si Jasmine.
Okay.
I
Oh,
became
the
like
younger sister.
huge crush towards Jasmine.
Does she know this, Kuya Enchong?
Um
Alam
I
nila nilang dalawa?
I think I was able to communicate. Andun na lang ako
Okay.
sa communicate na word. No, but I would use the word admire. I admire them so much. I admire Jasmine so much, especially after getting to work with her. Um, siguro mas nagkaroon ka na ng dahil syempre magka-love team kayo, you're always together, especially with the movie. Mas nailalabas mo yung kulit mo, mas nailalabas mo yung natural mo, yung again, communication towards that person. And lumuluwag na unti-unti. Pero sa totoo lang, sa reality, nung mga, ano yung tawag doon? Yung cam test. 'Di ba? Yung cam
Okay.
test natin, we will always have cam test. Talagang awkward, hindi ka makapagsalita. Tapos at the same time, nung nagka-cam test pa kami, parang boxer shorts lang or tight briefs pa yung
Okay.
suot ko. So I was like really like this.
It's usually
Papakita ko.
malamig sa studio.
Ganito
Malamig.
talaga ako all throughout. So yun, hindi mo maiiwasan kasi syempre tao ka rin, lalaki ka rin. So
Oo.
hindi mo maiiwasan na maramdaman yun.
Wait,
Awkward, may
so
awkwardness.
do you remember one of the siguro may mga awkward moments naman talaga, but do you remember some of the most awkward things that you ever said to a leading lady? For example, to Ann Curtis or Jasmine.
Hindi siya leading lady pero like for example kay Angelica Panganiban. So I was having a
Okay.
conversation with her. And then siguro I forgot where we were during this time. One of those European tours na nagko-concert kami. So we were
Okay.
together. Medyo nakainom na kami and I was like, alam mo yung dead awkward silence? Because syempre hindi mo na maiwasan. Ang ganda ni Angelica, di ba? So I was there. Pero close kahit paano close din kami ni Angelica. She's a friend.
Okay.
And sabi ko sa kanya, kapag nagta-travel ka ba, do you like yung konti lang yung dala or yung ikaw yung maraming dala na tao kapag nagta-travel? Syempre, nauutal-utal ka pa habang
Oo nga.
kausap mo siya, diba? Tapos tumingin siya sa akin, sabi niya, hindi ko alam kung maaalala niya to. Tiningnan niya ako. Enchong, nagsusmall talk ka ba sa akin?
Isa para may build up to.
Oo, to sabi ko, hindi. Tinatanong ko lang kasi syempre interested ako. Gusto ko lang malaman. Pero syempre small talk na yun, di ba? So yung ganun, hindi mo maiiwasan. May mga torpe moments ka pa rin.
Okay. That's good to know. Oh, that's very good to know. Kasi, basta, it's good to know. Good to know. Okay, I just wanna move on to this segment really quick kasi ang dami nag-message or nag-send na mga questions or assumptions about you, Kuya Enchong, on our Instagram, on MixPH. So, we'll be going through them real quickly. Think fast talk, but if you want to explain, you can explain. So, we can call this isang real quick, isang mabilis. Okay, a lot of people have this assumption about you, Kuya Enchong. Kuripot si ENCHONG DEE. Is this true?
Okay, I am kuripot to myself. I'll be honest. I am kuripot to myself and I'm kuripot to those people who I know can afford the things that I can afford. But
Okay.
I focus my finances towards people who are less privileged. Hindi sa pagbubuhat ng bangko, but that's what I do. Like I'm really kuripot, but certain stuff.
In the right way. Healthy amount of kuripot, which I guess that's a very good thing to have as well.
We don't use kuripot anymore. We use budgetarian.
Budgetarian. Okay. Let's keep that as a tradition here on Kwentong Barber. But from Mary_Maremri, Enchong ay isang sobrang seryosong tao.
Parang ikaw, Edward, makakasagot nito. Kapag sa totoong buhay, hindi naman ako...
No.
Pag nasa
Talagang hindi.
Pag nasa dressing room tayo, kapag nasa tour tayo, we don't talk about wisdom. We don't talk about...
I know. Huwag natin sabihin kung ano yung pinag-uusapan natin, Kuya Enchong.
We talk about honestly, the most shallow topics, di ba?
Totoo. Some of the stupidest things ever. And to answer you as well, Mary, one of the most funnest people to have in an ASAP natin to rehearsal, pag you're learning the choreography for the first time, is Kuya ENCHONG DEE. Kasi he will get the steps talaga, but he will make it fun. So, walang pressure sa'yo kung hindi mo makakuha yung steps. Yung problema ay kung nandun si Ken San Jose, mahihirapan tayong lahat. So, all right. Moving on really quickly. Sige, tanggalin na lang natin yung mga explanation, Kuya Enchong, para mabilis. From Evelyn.Lariosa, Enchong is low-key. He's not materialistic. He knows how to value money from his hard work.
Yes, and thank you.
Nasagot na natin throughout the interview, of course. From Rilu Butuen. He's a good actor and a cheesy person. Parang hindi naman cheesy.
I can be cheesy if I want to. So,
Okay.
pwedeng yes.
Okay. From Fernie. He's everyone's friend. Parang
Yeah,
kaya
I'm
ako
proud of it.
magsasagot.
Yeah.
The friend of, as in yung, si Kuya Enchong klaseng tao na pag may asap natin to abroad or asap abroad, tas may mga bus, kung hindi nyo alam guys, i-share ko lang, may mga bus kami because we have to shoot these VTRs, yung mga spiels. Siya yung pinakamaingay sa buong bus. But in a good way. Parang ka-level niyan si Kuya Robbie. Because they're always talking. As
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
wala
yeah.
siyang upuan. He's always talking to different people. Tapos biglang, wala kang katabi. Tapos biglang, so Edward, kumusta? Parang may mga ganyan moments si Kuya Enchong. So, I mean, from everyone here at Kwentong Barber, for everyone watching live, from our thousands of viewers, from almost 3,000 viewers, and all the people at ASAP, all the people in ABS, we truly do love you, Kuya Enchong. You're someone who will always be there for all of us. At yung sinabi mo kanina about paying it forward, yung mga younger artists, we truly do appreciate that because not everyone does it. Not everyone does it. And you're someone who makes it very clear that you love doing it as well. So, one last question that I really want to ask is yung advice nyo for younger artists, maybe even an artist in a love team, or just people who are young, who are who have no idea, who have no guides, who don't know how to go through life. One piece of advice for everyone.
Have fun and embrace mistakes and learn from that. Yun na lang. Yung tatlo na yun. Have fun, embrace mistakes, and learn from that mistakes.
Beautiful. At ang daming fans of yours specifically who are watching as well at the moment. Ano yung message mo para sa kanilang lahat?
Oh my gosh, you guys are, and especially to your fans also, Edward, you guys are our sandalan. Totoo yan. We may not see each other as often right now. We don't talk as much right now, but kung ano man yung mga pinipili naming projects, kung ano man yung pinupuntahan ng career namin, you have to agree with me, Edward. They're part of that. They're part of that decision. So we are truly thankful, grateful for your support. And at the same time, maraming salamat dahil kahit anong nangyari sa atin last year, nandyan pa rin kayo para sa amin. You guys are truly a kapamilya. We love you, and I can't wait for the day that we can have an anniversary get together party, and just be able to say thank you very much in person. So guys, please be safe. That's all I wish for you guys right now.
Of course, for me personally, Kuya Enchong, I can't wait for the next ABS-CBN ball that we can do safely.
Yeah.
Basta I can't wait. Ang daming memories that we all have in those events. But truly an honor to have you on the show. Another milestone for this show just to have you on. Maraming salamat sa 3K viewers that we had. The 1.8 million diamonds. Zita Lopez, Karen K15, Daisy, USS EJBs, Sarang Hey Mayward, Hey Beds, EJB Legends. I'm Rain Luis. I'm Meg Lex. Mayward Japan, maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga gifts na binigay nyo. Kuya Enchong, we love you. And of course, we want to remind everyone, Kwentong Barber will be available to watch every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the official Kumu account of Mix at MixPH. Pero syempre, this an edited version will be streamed or aired or premiere. Actually, premiere is the right term. Every Sunday at 8 p.m. on Mix. So of course, if you don't have a subscription to Mix, subscribe na, get those awesome episodes and the music on your screens. Pero, Kuya Enchong, is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Okay. Okay, number one, huwag kang mangamba, malapit na sa ating Kapamilya Network. Kasama ko ang ating napakakulit na Gold Squad at napakasayang
Yes.
kasama Gold Squad. Number two, ASAP natin to. And I'm glad that we're magkasama sa ASAP natin to every Sunday. My YouTube vlogs sa Enchong, just type Enchong the Budgetarian. You will, kung nagustuhan nyo tong conversation natin dito, dinadala ko lang din siya sa vlogs ko. So I hope you guys will have fun and learn something every day. Enrich Originals also, our YouTube channel, kaming dalawa ni Erich, meron din doon. You can check out our Yumi maybe. And also, Edward, I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for sharing your hosting skills to us. I'm so proud of you, and I'm happy that you're doing this.
Oh, that alone makes everything worth it. Hindi ko ma-explain, kuya. Pero thank you as well for those kind words. Of course, mga kapamilya, someone that we love very, very much, Mai actually has a dance cover coming out. I think we actually have the art card for that. Lumabas actually 27 minutes ago. So straight after this, we want to direct all of you, go to YouTube, Mai Entrata, check out her channel and watch the new dance cover as well. You guys are so amazing. We cannot wait to see what else we have in store. And Kuya, I'll actually see you later this week sa Asap Natin To. I'll be there live as well. So we'll have more time to hang out. Mga kapamilya, mga ka-A to Z, mga kapatid, everyone watching, mga communizens. Thank you so much. This is Kwentong Barber. We'll see you again next time. And Enchong Dee, everybody!
Yay!